Welcome back. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. It's halfway through the week. Almost. But hey, it's a good day. Living Waters Live. So, I'm gonna. You're gonna have to follow me in the mental gymnastics here today. I promise this will make sense. We're talking about radical acceptance, changing the things we can, not the things we can't. And actually, I'm going to a passage that is known as one of God's more visible forms of changing a system that was said it was not going to be changed. Oh, well, Pastor, you said that the 2020 can't change. Well, give me a second. Come with me. Come with me. Okay. I'm in Mark 11, starting at verse 15. Jesus cleansed the temple, right? Um, the, the temple system was ingrained. It was the economy. It was the bank. It was the market. It was the religious center. It was the means of justification through the law. Um, the temple was a big deal. It was your religious center, your economy center, your commerce, all of it in one. Cultural center, all of it. Lots of power there, so to speak, especially in this time period, and had the Roman alliance going for it. And so, but there were things about the temple that weren't perfect, things that went against God's commandments, and clearly that Jesus is upset about. Now, I bring this up because Jesus overturns the temple, right? He says in verse 17, "My house shall be created for a house of prayer for all nations, but you've made it a den of robbers." The temple had been exploiting the people, charging more for religious practices that should be free, or a free will offering at least. Um, it was a mess, and so Jesus overturns the temple. He makes this big scene, and it's funny. I think about, okay, that was a system that we thought couldn't change, but Jesus showing it is. Um, and then there's a greater thing at play here, this journey to the cross. That's what's inevitable in this situation. In fact, Jesus' actions lead to the cross. It really ticks off the religious authorities of his day. And so for 2020, this informs me because I think that there are things that if we're not careful, we can identify them as things we can't change, but we can. It's just going to be hard. It just might cost us something. It might ruffle some feathers at the temple. And I think this 2020 journey is inevitable, just like Jesus to the cross. But I think of our Living Waters Against Racism group right now. It's our small group. It's growing, so I don't know. It's a small group, but yeah, our work is racism is deeply entrenched, just like the temple system, right? And it has problems. It's not the way that God wants it to be. God abhors racism. It's wrong. And even in this year where so much craziness is happening, maybe we can't fight racism in certain ways. There are things we can be doing. And we can be educating ourselves as we read books, continuing conversation on Facebook and over Zoom, little side conversations that keep happening. That's exciting, right? Um, there's gifts that God has given us that we can still be using to dismantle systems that go against God's will. And racism is one of them. Not all is lost in 2020. Progress can be made. I'm really proud of the work that we're doing. I am. And by the way, we're meeting tonight at 7 if you want to join us. What are the other things in your life that we could be making progress on? Right? Yeah. Jesus overturns the temple knowing that, it's a step in the right direction. It's not going to be complete overnight, but it's starting a message, a pattern. What are the things we can be doing right now? Let's look at those lists you have, those blessings from God. How can they be used to make the world a better place? When corrupt systems are in power, it's a better place. When racism is not gripping the soul of our nation, that would be a better place. Right, so I think today I kind of threw this one in as a little brain teaser. I know I didn't wait till Friday. I knew it'd be brain's gone by Friday, right? But Wednesday, maybe we got enough here to really dive in a little more. Now I've gotten a couple days in. where are the points that we can change in 2020 and that we have to radically accept? That's my question for you today. I'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight, too. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow.